Is your baby challenging to spend tummy time? Is it difficult because of hypotonia, prematurity, or hypertonia? Stay with me to dive into why this position is so important and also how you can help your baby spend tummy time without any effort. Think of the development process as a chain. Each link is important for linking the previous one to the next one. Thus, if a link is lost, then the chain breaks. We have two unconnected pieces. How do we keep the chain of the development process uninterrupted in order to have proper motor, perceptual and sensory development? The prone position is a very important link in this chain. Let's see why. First, it helps with the control of the head, neck, scapula, arms, shoulders and generally the upper trunk, which are very important for standing and walking. Second, different muscle synergies are activated and it helps to organize the muscle tone, especially in the case of premature babies. Third, it prevents plagiocephaly or flathead syndrome and torticollis, and if there is, tummy time helps to organize them faster. Fourth, helps to organize breathing as the respiratory muscles are exercised in this position. Fifth, sensory synapses develop on the anterior surface of the trunk and lips, which organize the connection between the anterior and posterior trunk. In any other case, there is a disorganization of sensory integration and can have a negative effect on spatial orientation, concentration, coordination of movements, etc. Sixth, helps to organize visual perception as the eyes see at different levels and depths, while the eye, hand and visual motor coordination develop. Seventh, learns to roll and try to use his arms for support to come to the quadruple position later. Eighth, if there is gastroesophageal reflex, especially in the first stage of life, playing in this position helps a lot. Ninth, helps to conquer developmental milestones at the right age. If the baby does not spend tummy time, there are maybe a bad postural weakness in the limbs which will accompany it until childhood or later. Now let's see how you can help your baby to accomplish the prone position in very simple and easy ways. Put your child on your chest in prone while you are lying comfortably on a sofa or in your bed. If the weather is hot, you can both be naked so that the baby can feel you with his skin, smell you and listen to your heartbeat. He will feel very secure and will begin to accept the position very easily, even from the first day of life. Speak to him to hear your voice, sing to him, and most of the time try to have eye contact. A very convenient position and very easy for both of you is to place the baby on your feet. One foot is slightly higher than the other to make an uneven support surface in case that is the baby's first days of life. This makes breathing easier and the head better supported so that it can see the toys and explore the environment. At a later age, 2 or 3 months, you can lower your foot a little and place the toys in front of him so that he can try to catch them and play. Hold your baby in your hands and play the airplane. Shake it gently back and forth to calm it down and change its field of vision to organize the extent of the head, neck muscles and shoulder area. This way he organizes the visual coordination and feels very nice in this position. Roll a towel. The height of the improvised roll will be the same as the baby's arm, that is from the elbow to the shoulder. Put a toy in front of him and play with him, giving support to his pelvis if necessary. This way your baby will spend tummy time without protesting much longer. Depending on the age, choose the appropriate toys, fluffy, with music, with sounds and lights, or books with pictures and sounds, etc. Anything that will interest him. At a table or in your bed, put your baby on his tummy and sit in front of him so that he can see you constantly. Make him smile, smirk, play kukucha, etc. The goal is to gain more time and distract him more and more so that he sits longer each time. What usually bothers them is the difficulty in breathing, especially if there is prematurity. We overcame this with the towel roll. They also do not see anything and are bored, which is why we are in front of them, or we put games with intense interest to keep them busy for a while. If you have a Pilates ball, deflate it a little, and if it's a little soft, make a small dent, especially when the baby is in the first days of life, and put it on. Move the ball back and forth with slow movements, both right and left, to make a diagonal mobilization. At an older age, 3 or 4 months old, hold your baby's hands so that you are face to face, and move as I already described to you. Put your baby naked or prone on a fluffy towel or blanket so that he comes in contact with different materials and textures on his skin, his hands and his mouth. If you can, lie down so he can see you and play with him. This will make it easier and more enjoyable for him to sit on his stomach for longer. As the baby spends tummy time, facilitate support on the forearms. This is a position that helps to organize the upper torso, head, arms and shoulders, so that later it comes to the forelegs, sitting, knees, etc. But if you see that he is intolerant of changing his position, you must roll him, and at an older age you can facilitate the quadruple position. As he rests and has fun, he will be distracted, so to spend more time on his tummy again. If it is difficult or is too early in age, put your hand under his chest as we did with the towel roll. This will check how high you may need to lift the breast so that the position is comfortable for your baby. It helps a lot if with your free hand you are given stabilization in the pelvis. You can see that I am moving the baby's torso sideways and a little diagonally. This helps to organize the movement of both sides of the body and helps to organize the diagonal mobilization for crawling and walking. Do you see how big the growth chain is? Whatever happens from the first day has an effect and affects the upright posture and gait. Thank you for watching this video. Bye!